Hi, this is Eric at Motrec International. This morning I'm going to give you a look at our MX-480 ambulance truck. So here it is right in front of you. You probably recognize the chassis. It looks a lot like our MC-480 burden carrier. If we look at the front of the vehicle, first standard feature on the ambulance, of course, is the color white. You have a nice big red cross right on the front cowl of the vehicle. Heavy duty front steel bumper with dual rubber bumpers, recessed LED headlights, a blue safety light that was chosen optional on this particular configuration. As soon as we press the forward switch, the blue safety light comes on to advise that the vehicle is approaching. On the passenger side, you notice our bucket seat on slide adjusters. So the reason the seat is different on the driver's side is that the customer chose to have a full suspension cloth seat for the driver. So of course in the operator compartment, as we see, we are well protected in the passenger seat as well as in the driver's seat. We have a nice armrest here and a guard on the side to prevent the passenger from being ejected from the vehicle. On the side you see the same red cross as we've seen on the front cowl of the vehicle. Standard pneumatic tires on the standard configuration, but multiple tire options are available as well. You can have solid non-marking tires, solid softy tires as well. You could also add traction tires on the rear of the ambulance. So we see a great example of Motrec's innovation and fabrication talents with our steel fold-down sides with a nice full finish on the interior. This is an ambulance. It's an emergency response vehicle. We need a clean habitat for our patient on the stretcher. A stainless steel deck on the ambulance, as well as the fold-down sides to protect the patient on the striker stretcher. Easily fold down, easily fold up. You simply pull it back up. It anchors into place, and we're ready to go. Moving towards the rear of the vehicle, we have a fold-down tailgate as well, 2 LED brake lights. In this particular occasion, the customer chose to equip the vehicle with a clevis hitch. The red cross on the rear. Again, it's very simple. We simply lift the tailgate and fold it down over here. You see, on the bed of the MX-480 ambulance, you have pre-drilled holes. If we need to anchor anything else, you know, there's a nice space on the deck here beside the striker stretcher where we could put first aid kits, other types of job boxes. So if you want to secure those to the deck, you have anchoring points to do that. If we look at how to unlock the striker stretcher, you see it's very well locked into place right now. All I need to do is push on the handle, it becomes free, and we can simply leave with the stretcher off the bed of the vehicle. If we want to lock it back into place, we simply bring it back to its hooking position with a little push. It locks right back into place. We're ready to leave. Fold the tailgate back up, and there we go. On the driver's side, cool new feature with Motrec vehicles, we want to facilitate the recharge of our units. You have an LED charge indicator light that lights up as soon as the charger is plugged into the wall outlet. A charging port right next to it, well protected. And on the left of the charging point, you have your AC cord. Simply take out the AC cord, plug into the charging port, plug into the wall, and the vehicle is ready to charge. The cool thing about the LED indicator for charging is that we do not need to access the charger below the deck board to make sure our vehicle is charging. We have indication right on the left-hand body panel. Looking up towards the nurse's seat, another cool feature with the ambulance. So we want to make sure we have the nurse seated right next to the patient. Easy in, easy out. We're right next to the patient and to the stretcher. We're well secured in our seat with our guard on the left-hand side as well. Grip tape on the floor. Below the nurse's seat, you have a storage compartment. Perfect for a first aid kit or other utilities that you may need on your emergency vehicles. And we also have a locking storage compartment. You see here that we have the striker stretcher booklet in this storage compartment. This is lockable. store medication in there or emergency equipment as well. This is where the good stuff happens, the driver's seat. So as you see, the step is quite low. I'm a 6'3" man. I have enough space in the driver compartment, very ergonomically positioned accelerator pedal, inclined steering position as well. What do we find in the driver compartment of the MX-480? A lot of similarities again with the MC-480 burden carrier. To the left of the steering column, we have the light switch, and then we have the horn button, forward, neutral, and reverse switch, emergency stop button, and the fantastic multifunction Curtis dash display. Now this is a really cool feature on Motrec vehicles. If you can get a close-up of the Curtis dash display, everything is found directly at hand's reach with the Curtis dash display. You have 2 speed modes, rabbit and turtle. So all you need to do is flip up with the arrow to move on to turtle speed. So you have the max speed at turtle, and the rabbit speed is half of the max speed. Then you have the battery state of charge, the hours, the trips, just like you'd find in your car. You have an odometer. Everything is there. Your trouble codes will appear directly on the dash display as well. You can troubleshoot the unit if ever there's an issue directly through the dash. And you can also change programming parameters also through the dash display. No need to access the sealed controller below the deck board. Everything is performed directly through the dash display. On the right hand side, we have a sealed ignition switch with 2 keys, a dual USB port, as well as a 12-volt accessory plug. Now we've seen all of the standard features of the MX-480. A few options were added to this one: the pole-mounted strobe light, the blue safety light, customer ordered a striker stretcher. But no, there's so many options we can add. We could add a full cab with doors, a steel top with clear roll-down sides at the rear to get everybody protected, the nurse, the patient, as well as the driver and passenger. A lot of options, a lot of customizable items can be added to this vehicle. So these are perfect for stadiums, large warehousing facilities, large manufacturing plants, automotive plants, universities, hospitals. Wherever we need an emergency response vehicle, the MX-480 fits the bill.